Good morning and happy Labor Day. It's September the 1st. It's a Monday. Here's what we're working on.
Let them know, like, listen, there's a flyover. Fans are going to be crazy. It's going to be awesome. But really, just enjoy it. Like, this is one of the best games to play in Canada.
It's game day at Hamilton as the Ticats host the Argos.
3 people are in hospital with serious injuries after a rollover on the QEW in Lincoln.
And a human case of Eastern equine encephalitis has been reported in Hamilton. Good morning. Yeah, it's a holiday Monday, and we're here.
We are here. Yay!
And Brian, I leave the celebration to you.
Thank you. It is the 1st of the month today. There we are. Had to get that in. Yes, September the 1st. What happened to July and August? Huh?
What happened?
Yeah.
It's just like
Went by in a flash.
It does. It really does. Yep. September the 1st, and school is looming, and of course the big day today.
Yeah, somebody's got no nap today.
Here we go.
No nap
that
for
was
you.
really bad grammar.
Yeah.
Someone will have no nap today.
And what a day it's going to be for the game. I mean, beautiful. I mean, temperature in the sweet spot in the mid-20s. It's going to be 24 degrees for the high today. We got to 22 yesterday. Just an absolutely gorgeous day yesterday, and another one today. I mean, there'll be a little bit of a humidex, about 26, but otherwise it's going to be lovely sunshine. More sun tomorrow, and it looks like more sun as we get toward the middle of the week as well. So we will talk. By the way, we are 11 degrees. We're in double digits right now, which is nice to start because usually we've been in single digits the past little while. So double digits, 11 degrees, and the sky is clear at the moment. No sunshine yet. Sleep's in a long time now. Let's talk about traffic this morning. Well, shall we see if there's a car. All right, yay! There's something going on there. A vehicle, another vehicle. We'll talk. That's our exclusive camera at the 403 and Waterdown Road. See if there's anything going on in some MTO traffic cameras. Nope. Red Hill Creek looks good. Top of the Skyway Bridge, Burlington into Oakville at Brodie Road. Nothing there either. So as long as you take it carefully, it should be a good roll. If you do have to go someplace this morning early, we will look at weather and traffic coming up. Of course, right now, the news.
Okay, thanks very much, Brian. We'll get ready to Oski Wee Wee all day long. The Labor Day Classic is going to be played this afternoon as the Ticats host the Argos at Hamilton Stadium. And that's where Simone Gavros joins us now with more on what to expect. Good morning.
Good morning, Annette. The excitement is real today, and the city is going to be buzzing very soon as that game kicks off at 2:30 this afternoon. Now, of course, I had to wear my Ticat sweater today because I wouldn't be a true fan if I didn't. Plus, I have my lucky Hamilton socks on as well. Now, this game also holds a very special place in my heart because the Ticats game, the Labor Day Classic, is my anniversary on Morning Live. So this is my 3rd game covering this, and of course, all of the neighborhood people here, the fans are very excited for the game to start later this afternoon.
It's usually a very good vibe. There's lots of music, laughs, all different types of people coming to experience the game, right? And I've been here pretty much all through COVID. And when we had the Grey Cup here those 2 years, it was a great experience, but Labor Day Classic is something special. It's something great.
I have a bunch of people on my porch, music going, TV on the porch, watching it if I don't go to the game. It's a great sport. It's a great game.
Yeah, we've been here for a long time, 65 years, and we love the Ticats.
The Ticats are going to be playing in front of a sold-out stadium once again, and they're looking for a back-to-back win after their winning game last year. But the fan experience is always unmatched here in Hamilton. There will be live music, a halftime performance by Juno Award winner J.J. Wild, and a fan zone. The team is also collecting non-perishable food items for its Pure Later Tackle Hunger event, so remember to donate today if you can. Now, the Labor Day Classic is always a fun day. Coming up, I'll actually get to be on the field where everything's going to be happening later this afternoon. And, of course, I'll be heading to the tailgate to speak to some fans. For now, things back over to you, Rick.
Thanks, Simone, and congrats on your 3rd anniversary on the show. Just about everything is closed for Labor Day today. All government offices and services, grocery stores, and most shopping centers, except for those in tourist areas. Public transit services are on holiday schedules. LCBOs will be closed, but the beer store is opening 82 of its locations today with reduced hours. Civic museums will be closed because they're run by municipalities. However, the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum, which is usually closed on Mondays, will be open today.
A dozen people stopped to help after a crash in the QEW near Lincoln. It happened around 7 o'clock last night on the Niagara-bound lanes of the QEW near Victoria Avenue. 3 people were trapped inside a heavily damaged vehicle which had rolled into the ditch. The OPP say all were taken to hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. The lanes reopened just after midnight. The OPP are asking anyone with dashcam footage to reach out to them.
Calls for improved safety are growing after a fatal crash in Upper Stony Creek.
I've been here for over 10 years and I've seen several accidents, but this one is the most horrific that I've seen.
The crash happened at 6:30 Friday evening on Upper Centennial Parkway and Highgate Drive. 2 people were killed and 2 others were hospitalized with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. A roadside memorial now marks the spot. Ward 9 Councillor Brad Clark says he will bring a motion forward at an upcoming meeting pushing for traffic lights and a consistent speed limit on that stretch of road.
Nearly 80 shots were fired in downtown Hamilton over the weekend, sending 3 people to hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. It happened near Bowen and Jackson Streets just before 1 a.m. on Saturday. Several bullet casings and holes were seen throughout the area.
At the scene, these casings were several different calibers. At this point, the investigators believe that a number of handguns and assault rifles were used in the commission of the offense.
I just had a gunshot, like pop, 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 as it continuously. I was so scared because I don't know what was going on.
Hamilton police haven't released any suspect or vehicle descriptions. They say multiple witnesses were there during the shooting. They're not cooperating, though. Anyone with surveillance footage or information is asked to come forward.
A human case of Eastern equine encephalitis, or EEE, has been confirmed in Hamilton. It's transmitted by mosquitoes and is typically found in horses bitten by an infected mosquito. Hamilton Public Health has received confirmation of 2 horse cases of EEE this year. This is the first human case of the virus. Symptoms of the virus usually appear 3 to 10 days after an infected mosquito bite. While most people don't have any symptoms, some will get mild flu-like symptoms. Severe cases of EEE involve an inflammation of the brain, which starts with a sudden headache, high fever, chills, and vomiting.
A Burlington woman is missing. 39-year-old Nicole Martin is considered to be vulnerable, and police are concerned for her well-being. She's white, 5'11", weighs 120 pounds with blonde red hair. Halton police have not released her last known location or what she was wearing. Brantford police have recovered several high-end vehicles worth more than $1.5 million. Search warrants were carried out at a building on Spalding Drive near Colburn Street West last week. Police seized 11 vehicles, including a Mercedes-Benz, a Lexus, Dodge Durango, and a Rolls-Royce. All of the vehicles had been stolen from neighboring areas. No arrests have been made. Another great Labor Day tradition is set to play out in Brantford, the 68th annual Soapbox Derby. The location of this year's race has changed. It will now be held on Elgin Street between Rawdon and Stanley Streets instead of the traditional ICOM Drive, and that's because of construction this year. Registration starts at 8 this morning, and the races are set to start at 9 o'clock. Volunteers will serve free hot dogs and refreshments, and there will be awards for speed, appearance, and originality.
Sportsline, for the 54th time since they first clashed on Labor Day in 1949, Hamilton will host Toronto this afternoon in a big East Division matchup. Ticats legend Simone Lawrence says there's nothing like Labor Day in the Hammer.
It's just an electric feeling. The whole city, all the energy. It's just like they give you so much life on Labor Day. Our fans are the best. It's the absolute best game of the year.
This will be the 11th Labor Day game at Hamilton Stadium, where the Ticats are 8-2 against the Boatmen. Hamilton owns a remarkable 37-15-1 record against Toronto on Labor Day. And quarterback Bo Levi Mitchell is 7-0 in Labor Day Classics. Kickoff is at 2:30 p.m. Later on today, Calgary hosts Edmonton. What a game in Regina, where the Rough Riders and Blue Bombers kicked off Labor Day weekend in style. Saskatchewan's Devon Campbell intercepted Zach Caleros' two-point convert attempt with 30 seconds to go as the Riders beat Winnipeg 34-30 last night. The 112-yard interception return tied the longest in Riders franchise history. The win boosted Saskatchewan's record to 9-2. The Bombers fell to 6-5. Miles Straw and Nathan Lucas each drove in 2 runs as the Blue Jays beat Milwaukee 8-4 to avoid a 3-game series sweep. Toronto improved to 59-4 when scoring at least 5 runs. Tommy Nance pitched out of a bases-loaded jam in the 5th inning. He was one of 5 relievers who threw 5 shutout innings in relief of Max Scherzer, who left the game with tightness in his upper back. Scherzer allowed 4 runs and a season-high 9 hits before a sellout crowd of 41,488 fans. The Jays are in Cincinnati this afternoon. The Barrie Baycats beat the Hamilton Cardinals 7-1 at Bernie Arbor Stadium to take a 2-0 lead in their best-of-5 intercounty baseball semifinal. Frank Garces had 6 strikeouts over 7 shutout innings, and Nolan Macabrota went 3 for 5 with 2 RBI. Hamilton's Owen Boone allowed 4 runs, 2 earned on 9 hits and 5 2/3 innings. The defending champion Baycats can punch their ticket to the final with a win tomorrow night in Barrie. The Guelph Royals blasted Welland 8-1 to even their semifinal series at a game apiece. Connor Morrow and Andy Leader each drove in 2 runs for the Royals, and Jacob Cush gave up just 1 run on 6 hits over 6 frames for the victory. Welland will host Game 3 tomorrow night. At the U.S. Open, Carlos Alcaraz hit a crazy behind-the-back shot to win a point, and he went on to beat Arthur Rinderknecht 7-6, 6-3, 6-4 to advance to the quarterfinals. Novak Djokovic reached his record 64th career Grand Slam quarterfinal by beating Jan-Lennard Struff 6-3, 6-3, 6-2. Women's top seed Arina Sabalenka also advanced to the quarters, and Canadian Felix Auger-Aliassime will try to get there too when he plays Andrei Rublev later on today. Hamilton Cardinals won the inaugural Ted Govaya Bowl on Friday night by hammering the GTA Grizzlies 50-0. The McMaster football team got roughed up by Queens on Saturday, losing 38-4. The Brantford Bulldogs continue their exhibition schedule this afternoon with a 2 o'clock puck drop in Guelph.
6:12 is the time on this September the 1st. It's the 1st of the month here. We're looking at traffic. Let's go through the cameras quickly here. You're not seeing anything. That's the 403 and Waterdown Road. Nothing there. Very light volume. QEW Martindale, Red Hill Creek, Fairview Street, Ford Plant. Well, we'll give you one more at Etobicoke Creek. That's basically how it looks here this morning. There's nothing going on the road, so if you have to drive, you should have no problems as long as you take it carefully. Let's start with the temperature that we have at the moment. Well, the temperature just went. I know I'm using darkness here now because the sun sleeps in so long. I figure September the 1st, yeah, we'll start with the darkness here this morning. Sun's not up for well over half an hour from now. So temperature actually has come up. We'll talk about that. 12 degrees right now. Winds are light, humidity is comfortable. Sky is mainly clear right now. Air quality risk for the day today? Nope, low risk category for today, so no problems there. That ridge of high pressure, that's been giving us some nice days. It was just an absolutely gorgeous day yesterday. Sunshine, temperature got to 22, a little bit of a light breeze, but absolutely beautiful. And another one today as it slides off towards the east, a bit more southerly flow behind it, so temperature will come up. We're going to hit 24 today, still nice and comfortable. Humidex about 26 degrees, so Even no problems there, and that southerly flow continues for tomorrow, even into Wednesday with the sunshine. Doesn't really change until we get to Thursday. So today for Labor Day, 24 degrees and sunshine all the way around the horseshoe. A little bit better for Peel and Toronto, sitting at 25 degrees. Tonight the skies will be fairly clear, just a few clouds in some areas, even some fog patches to Kitchener and Guelph, but 10, 11, 12, and 13 tonight. And then tomorrow, getting back at school, yeah, 25 degrees tomorrow with a humidex about 26, so not really all that sticky tomorrow, but a lovely day with a mix of sun and clouds for the day tomorrow. All right, so how about out the door? Yes, 1st of September already. The sky actually is mainly clear. The winds are light. Temperature right now sitting at 12. And of course, we'll check the long-range forecast coming up. Annette, Rick.
Okay, we will also check what's coming up in Chit Chat with Emily right after the break. And as well, in business news, the Canadian Council for Indigenous Businesses is speaking out about U.S. President Donald Trump's tariffs. Just after 6:17 on your Labor Day Monday, let's say good morning to Emily with a preview of what's to come at Chit Chat.
Hi, good morning. Toronto-based indie girl band The Beaches has released their new album. Movie star Denzel Washington made a surprising comment in a recent interview. And later on, Taylor Kay will be sitting down with me to talk TIFF fashion and all the films.
Because that's coming up soon. Okay, thanks very much. We'll talk to you on the couch in just a few moments. In overseas trading, though, the Canadian dollar is down a couple of basis points to 72.78 cents U.S. Gold is up almost $29 an ounce. Crude oil is 43 cents higher at $64.44 U.S. a barrel. Checking midday trading in Europe, markets are up across the board in London, Frankfurt, and Paris.
Over in Asia, markets were down in Tokyo, but up in Hong Kong and Shanghai. Canadian and U.S. markets will be closed today for Labor Day. On Friday, the TSX jumped 129 points, the Dow lost 92, the Nasdaq dropped almost 250 points.
Some small Indigenous businesses are halting shipments to the United States because of new tariffs under the Trump administration. This is even though cross-border trade predates the formation of Canada and the United States. The Vice President of the Canadian Council for Indigenous Businesses says both countries need to figure out how to honor the trade routes established and practiced by Indigenous peoples. Indigenous craftworks are exempt from tariffs under the Canada-U.S.-Mexico trade agreement, but the documents needed to secure that exemption may be too much for a small business to handle.
Meantime, U.S. President Donald Trump has promised another round of hefty import taxes on a category of products he's so far spared in his trade war with the world: pharmaceuticals. For decades, in fact, imported medicine has mostly been allowed to enter the United States duty-free. Now Trump is threatening duties of 200% or more on foreign drugs. That could disrupt complex and fragile supply chains, drive cheap foreign-made generic drugs out of the U.S., create drug shortages, and raise American drug prices.
The leaders of Russia, China, India, and 7 other nations are meeting in China today for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit. It's an annual conference. The meeting kicks off against the backdrop of U.S. President Donald Trump's tariffs, which continue to impact the world economy. Since last week, tariffs against goods from India to the U.S. now stand at 50%, hurting the country's vibrant export sector. Trump's tariffs also pose a threat to Chinese President Xi Jinping's plans to revive what's been described as a sluggish economic activity in that country.
Shares in Chinese electric vehicle maker BYD fell by as much as 8% today after the company reported a 30% drop in quarterly profit for the first time in more than 3 years. The company says a fierce price war in China's EV market, with rivals like Tesla cutting prices, has hit earnings. Average car prices in China have fallen nearly 20% over the past 2 years. And despite strong global sales, BYD's profits came in below expectations.
And Tesla sales are plummeting in parts of Europe. Registrations of new Tesla vehicles in Sweden fell 84% this month from a year earlier to just 210 vehicles. That's in the entire country. Sales also dropped more than 40% in Denmark and France, while Norway saw orders rise by 21%. Tesla's website in China has lowered the price for its Model 3 by almost 4%.
Now we're going to take a quick time out. Brian is going to be back with your traffic and your 7-day weather forecast. Good morning.
Just about 6:24. It's a holiday Monday morning, and you could tell by how light the volume is on the roads, and that's the way it is right here at the QEW at Glendale. Toronto-bound lanes heading away from us toward the Garden City Skyway in the distance. Top of the Burlington Skyway Bridge is wide open. Same with Bronte Road, Burlington to Oakville, into Mississauga at Lorne Park. Even the 403 at Dundas looks pretty good this morning. Sun not quite up yet, but we do have some light in the sky this morning. Our temperature in Hamilton right now, we've come up from 11 last hour. We're now sitting at 12. 13 Mississauga, Toronto, 14 into Grimsby. Let's talk seasonal temperatures for this time of year, fluctuating a little bit. 23 now for the daytime high. We didn't quite get there yesterday. Today, and the overnight low, 12. Those are our sun times and records for today. Nope, we're not going to get to that record. 32.8 back in 73. No, even though we'll have the sunshine. Temperature today is going to be 24, so nice and comfortable for the day. Humidex about 26, but a lovely Labor Day, beautiful day for the football game. Sunshine. 13 tonight, 25 getting back to school tomorrow. Mix of sun and clouds. Wednesday, we hang on to the sun. Another day, 25 degrees. Then we get some clouds and showers pushing in. Temperature dips to 20 on Thursday with showers. Chance of showers only on Friday and Saturday. At least we'll have some sunshine. And then Sunday, temperature 19 and sun. That's your forecast. Annette, Rick.
Okay, thanks very much. Well, Canada is about to receive its first portion of samples from the asteroid Bennu.
About 4 grams of it will be analyzed at a lab in Montreal as scientists from around the world try to understand the asteroid's history. Canada is getting a sample that was collected by a NASA spacecraft using a Canadian laser altimeter and probe that surveyed the asteroid. The tool helps pinpoint the best place to get a sample. Studies show Bennu formed from a larger asteroid with material from well beyond our solar system. Canada is set to receive its samples as early as 2026. That is fascinating.
It is fascinating.
Yeah. And how they're able to figure out where the other material came from, well outside our solar system. How do they know that?
How do they know?
I know one thing. We're going to come right back after this commercial break. Stay with us.
It's our limited knowledge.
That's it.
On the time-space continuum.